Hello everyone, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Abe.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Josh too.
Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Aladdin and the King of Thieves from 1996.
Aladdin showed you a whole new world. The Return of Jafar took you beyond imagination. Now, Walt Disney Home Video invites you to a celebration.
Oh, yeah!
With an all-new movie.
Doesn't get any bigger than that!
The third and final chapter of the exciting trilogy. Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Aladdin and Jasmine's dreams are finally coming true.
This is a happy day.
But a band of notorious thieves.
Open Sesame!
And a long-kept secret.
My father is alive?
Lead Aladdin into his greatest adventure ever.
Show me the way.
Follow the trail of the 40 thieves. Your father is trapped within their world.
That would be a problem.
Cleaning up the scam, out on the lam, taking whatever we please.
Got lots of grub to share.
Pull up an easy chair. Welcome to the 40 Thieves.
Aladdin and the King of Thieves features 5 brand new songs and reunites all your favorite characters from Aladdin.
I'm back!
Including the genie, brought to life again by the one and only Robin Williams.
It's a kinder, gentler genie. Look at it!
This summer, live the adventure.
You don't stand a chance against the King of Thieves.
And take part in the wedding of the century.
Wow.
They're finally getting married.
Finally getting married.
I'm finally getting married.
Let's get married at the party.
Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
To the party in Hyderabad.
Coming directly to video, summer '96.
Aladdin and the King of Thieves stars Jim Cummings, Gilbert Gottfried, Linda Larkin, and is directed by Ted Stone. The plot of Aladdin and the King of Thieves is that Aladdin and Jasmine are finally about to get married. The ceremony is, however, interrupted by the infamous 40 thieves, who are after a specific wedding gift. The gift turns out to be a mystical oracle that claims Aladdin's father is alive. Aladdin searches for his father, who discovers that his dad is actually the king of the 40 thieves, who desires the mystical oracle to locate the hand of Midas, capable of turning anything into gold. I will say, compared to, Aladdin and Return of Jafar, this feels more like it was meant to be more of a movie than the last one. Whereas the last one definitely, was basically a, pilot, was basically a pilot for the cartoon series. This one definitely feels like more of a movie, and it tries to cap not only the movies, but also the series, which I've never seen the series, so yeah. And honestly, for trying to tie everything all together, I think it does it okay. I will say the animation has stepped up from Aladdin and Return of Jafar. In fact, this is the same team of animators that did Aladdin and Return of Jafar and the cartoons, series. And honestly, they do a really good job. It feels more cinematic, with the lighting, the camera work. There's some shots in this that are actually really good. And also, I like the fact that the focus on this is, focused back on Aladdin instead of, Iago or somebody. It's focused on who it should be. The main character, Aladdin. And also, I will say this. They also brought back Robin Williams in this movie. And which is actually good. It's actually good, but there's some downsides to it, which I'll get to my negatives, but, his jokes are hilarious, actually, really funny, and because of his improv and everything like that. Once again, it's nice to hear Robin Williams do the genie, especially after when we just had to hear, Dan Castellaneta as the genie in the last one. Which again, Dan Castellaneta wasn't bad, it's just, he's not as good of an improviser as Robin Williams. And also, I do like the idea of this movie tackling something that could be a touchy subject for a lot of people. And that's tackling, fathers that aren't really good fathers at all. you know, and I think that could have been a good idea, then, but I got some problems with that, which we'll get to my negatives. You know, all the voice acting is okay. You know, you got Jim Cummings, you got, you know, and you got all the other actors, and again, Robin Williams, and yeah, again, you get less of Gilbert Gottfried as Iago, which is good. Like, he's not as annoying as he was in Return to Far. And honestly, the song sequences in this movie are actually, like, the songs in the sequences are better in this one than they were in the Return to Jafar, so. And actually, I do think the movie actually did wrap up the whole series really well, actually. Really nicely, too. You know, at the end of everything, without getting the spoilers. And honestly, for me, that's it for my positives. My biggest negative is that it seems like the film seemed confused as far as what it wanted to do. It seemed like it was wanting to tackle, you know, the idea of fathers that aren't really good fathers, and Aladdin's connection with his father and all that stuff. But at the same time, it wanted to do a treasure hunt in that. You know, which I do think they could have done both if, you know, they were good at multitasking with that. You know, and trying to blend the two together seamlessly. But honestly, it kind of doesn't. You know, like, basically Aladdin is blowing off him and Jasmine's wedding for, you know, to go on this treasure hunt with his father, even though there were times he said he didn't care about it or anything like that. So it just seems kind of out of character for Aladdin to be like that. And even out of character for Jasmine to basically be okay with all this, you know? And even they made Aladdin's father kind of out of character several times. It's like, you know, it's like, it almost seems like they're trying to build him up to be kind of a deadbeat dad. But at the same time, too, they give him really sympathetic moments in that. You know, and there's just so many stuff that doesn't make sense, you know, like, with Aladdin's father in this, actually, so. And also, I do have issues with the music. Even though I thought the music segments, like, the musical sequences and the songs were better than Return to Jafar, there is a problem. And that's the fact that basically, just, they all sound the same. You know, like the beats and everything, the music for each, like, basically the songs, like each song sound the same. They kind of blend together. And there's no, you know, and some of them I can't even necessarily remember the lyrics to or anything like that. You know, the original movie, I, you know, at least remember the lyrics. It's like, Prince Ali, Fabulous E, da 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 da, you know, or, you know, just stuff like that. Like, I can remember those songs. Here, not really, no. And again, that's probably because they are, you know, they sound the same. Like, each song sounds the same to the point where it blends them together, and you can't really tell them apart. Like, seriously, if I were to, you know, have you listen to songs from the original, like, let's just say 2 songs, you would be able to tell them apart. Now, if I were to show you songs from this movie, like 2 songs from this movie, would you be able to tell them apart? Not likely. And also, another issue I have with this movie is, unfortunately to say, Robin Williams. Now, again, his jokes are funny, and he still does a good job as the genie. But the problem is with this, is that it almost seems like they focus on the genie way too much, to the point where he almost hijacks the film. And, you know, I feel like instead of focusing too much on the genie, they could have been focusing more on actually, you know, kind of, you know, refining the connection between Aladdin and his father, or, you know, just more stuff with the plot, or giving Jasmine more time, which, by the way, they underutilized Jasmine in this movie, and she's basically, you know, like, the kind of, you know, give support to the main character, and that's it. I mean, she does throw a punch every, or two at the end, but that's it. She's just gonna be like, I'll be your support type of figure. And that's it. But honestly, those are my only negatives. So with that said, I'm going to give Aladdin and the King of Thieves a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Honestly, I do think this is a better film than Aladdin and Return of Jafar, but still not clearly as good as the original movie. I still would rather watch this over the new Aladdin movie. So that's it for this review. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.